I'm just going to go ahead and walk through the memo that we released this morning, outlining our strategy and where we see ourselves in this campaign, and then we'll open up for questions in just a couple of minutes. Yesterday, Dr. Paul announced that our campaign is not going to spend resources in upcoming primary states. That decision was made largely based on financial decisions, but also because of the effectiveness of our delegate strategy moving forward, and what we've accomplished so far. Last weekend we won the state of Maine, and we see several other states' victories on the horizon. We laid out a strategy that would have put us in a very good position at a brokered convention. Unfortunately, other candidates were not able to maintain their strength, and only Ron and Governor Romney remain. We recognize that Governor Romney has what is very likely to be an insurmountable delegate lead, and our count has him just under 200 delegates away from locking down the nomination with bound delegates. And we acknowledge that we're very, very unlikely to be able to block that nomination. However, we believe that we still have very, very strong things that we can accomplish by continuing this campaign, and Dr. Paul is continuing our campaign. Dr. Paul is not suspending his campaign, and he is not dropping out of the race. Dr. Paul plans to, first of all, continue active campaigning. Just yesterday we were talking about other colleges that he could go and speak at. It's a passion of Dr. Paul's to speak to young people. As a matter of fact, on Ron's spring tour speaking to colleges and universities, he spoke to over 100,000 college students aggregately at the very many colleges and universities he spoke at. And we think that's a tremendous statement to his popularity and the popularity of his message amongst young people, something we point to moving forward as a defining message for Republicans and for independents as they strive to reach young people and define a new generation of leaders and voters. Second of all, he's going to continue to campaign at state conventions. He is heading to Minnesota this Friday and Saturday to do a series of events. Just yesterday we agreed to speak at the Texas GOP convention on June 7th, and we're going to continue to look for speaking opportunities and event opportunities around party conventions moving forward. At the party conventions, we see multiple positive things that we can accomplish. First of all, we believe that we will win additional states. Minnesota looks to be a very strong potential to win this weekend and control and carry that delegation. We think that's a very strong positive thing to show that our campaign can win states. We have won a state. We think that we'll win more states before this campaign is over. Our campaign continues to take party leadership positions both at the state and national level. Two particular individuals I would point out would one be Ashley Rogers, the new national committee woman from Maine. She's 21 years old. We believe she is the youngest committee woman ever elected to the Republican Party. And you talk about looking at the future of the party, all you have to do is take a look at Ashley, and you've just got a snapshot of that right there. We think that's absolutely tremendous, and if anyone on this call is interested in speaking to Ashley for a story, James would be very happy to connect you with her. And she's just a wonderful interview. And again, you can get more information by contacting James B at RonPaulFlix.com. Another example I would point to would be A.J. Spiker in Iowa, who's the new party chairman in Iowa. A.J. was not elected to be the party chairman because he's a Ron Paul supporter per se. He was elected because he's a young, dynamic leader with tremendous integrity and respect across the party. and he's out there working very, very hard and will no doubt do a tremendous job and be a very successful chairman. And we have multiple examples of that across the country where leaders that cut their teeth in the Ron Paul campaign and the Ron Paul movement are assuming leadership roles in the party and are going to do yeoman's work moving forward. And we're going to continue to win these slots at state conventions moving forward. And finally, we look to grow our substantial delegate count. This is very relevant. Again, we think that we're going to win additional states, and we're going to do very well in locking down delegate positions for Dr. Paul in states where they will be bound to Governor Romney, but will still be supporters of Dr. Paul and supporters of the message. And we think that's very, very substantial, too. We believe we'll head into Tampa with several hundred bound delegates and hundreds more delegates and alternates that are bound to Governor Romney on the first ballot, and but again, are supporters of Dr. Paul and supporters of the message of real individual liberty and limited government. At the convention, it is our goal to roll into the convention again with a strong delegation. First of all, we believe that having hundreds of supporters there sends a very, very strong message that we're here, our supporters are here, we're positive, respectful, we are emphasizing decorum, and we are going to do everything in our power to make sure to work with our supporters to make sure that decorum and respect are in the name of the game, that dominates our playbook. But we're going to respectfully show that our people are here and that we're the way of the future, and we're here to work with people, we're here to play ball, but we believe in very, very specific things, and that we're going to continue to fight for our ideas, and that moving forward we're going to continue to become an even stronger voice in the party. There are also some other very positive things that we can do at the convention. First of all, we have been in contact with Governor Romney's campaign talking about platform issues. And first of all, I'd like to thank them for the respect that they've shown us in addressing these issues. And they have agreed to be helpful in moving forward the dialogue on several of these things. But we're going to be advancing through the platform process, and then at the convention, platform ideas on Fed transparency, Fed accountability, monetary policy reform, prohibitions on indefinite detention, and a plank on internet freedom, trying to establish the Republican Party as the party of market-based solutions to internet problems. And we think that's very, very positive, very important. Finally, we want our people to go and participate in the process to be able to vote on the rules for the next 4 years.